फ्रेंड्स, आप सभी का स्वागत है एनालिस्ट आईएएस के यूट्यूब चैनल पे। तो हमारा आज का टॉपिक डिस्कशन के लिए है कन्वेंशन ऑन माइग्रेटरी स्पीशीज। वील सी वाई न्यूज व्हाट इज दिस बॉन कन्वेंशन। These types of convention like Bonn Convention, Rotterdam Convention, Convention on Desertification and all, is Stockholm Convention. So you should know what these conventions are. Then here we'll see Bonn Convention, India and Bonn Convention. What are these migratory species? A proper definition. What is this Central Asian Flyway? Then we'll be solving our today's prelims practice question. So let's start. Why news? So Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, it has collaborated with the United Nations Environment Program, and under it there is a convention on migratory species which is also known as the Bonn Convention, and they had recognized a meeting of range countries to strengthen the conservative efforts of migratory birds and also their habitats in the Central Asian Flyway. We'll see what is Central Asian Flyway. First, let's see what is this Bonn Convention. So this is also known as Convention on Migratory Species. It has 133 parties as of March 1, 2022. There is one country which is Jamaica. It has signed the original convention but has not yet ratified it. So CMS, it is a United Nations Environmental Treaty. It provides a global platform for the conservation and sustainable use of the migratory animals and their habitats also. It actually brings together different stakeholders, range states, the states through which these migratory animals pass, and also in those states it establishes a legal framework for internationally coordinated conservation measures across a migratory range. So this is the aim of the or objective of this convention. This is the only global convention specializing in the conservation of migratory species, their habitats, their migration routine, their complements, and it collaborates with a number of other international organizations also. Different NGOs are there, media, corporate partners also. It serves as a framework convention, and the agreements can range from legally binding treaties, there are legally binding treaties, and also there are memoranda of understandings which are not a legal instrument, and they can be tailored to the needs of the specific regions or the countries. There are two appendix under this. Appendix 1 contains endangered species. It contains the list of migratory species that are facing extinction right now. So these parties of the Bonn Convention, they work hard to protect these animals by conserving and restoring their habitats, by removing barriers to the migration like noise pollution and light pollution. It also affects their migration, controlling other factors that could endanger them, and these also promotes coordinated action among the range states of many these species, in addition to stabilizing obligations for each state that joins the convention. Range state means the states through which these migratory birds pass or animals pass. There is appendix 2. It contains lists of migratory species that would require or they would be benefited significantly from an international cooperation. As a result, convention encourages the range of states to enter into the global or regional agreements. This is the structure of it. There is an apex body, conference of parties. It reviews the implementation program, adopts budget resolution, amends species lists also. It is the main decision making organ. There is a secretariat. It develops and promote agreement. It organizes meetings. The work of secretariat is done by this. Stimulate, support, research and all. There is a standing committee for the continuation. There is a regional representation here. It provides general policy advice between the meetings of the COP. Its function is operational and financial direction also. Then there is scientific council. Experts are appointed by this conference of parties and all, and they give advices on scientific matters. There are working groups and there are regional working groups, species specific working groups, thematic working groups and all. India and CMS. So India has signed a non-legally binding memorandum of understanding with this CMS or the Bonn Convention on conservation and management of Siberian cranes in 1998, marine turtles, dugongs. Do let me know in the comment section where these dugongs are found, and raptors and all. India is a signatory to the CMS. CMS COP 13 was held in 2020. Don't confuse it with the conference of parties. This is the COP of this CMS at Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And India will remain the president of this convention until 2023. India had also launched the National Action Plan for Conservation of Migratory Species under the Central Asian Flyway. The important species among these are Amur falcon, these are found in Nagaland side. Then there is bar-headed geese, black-necked cranes, marine turtles, dugongs, humpback whales, etc. These all are migratory species also. The Indian subcontinent is also part of major bird flyway network, which is the Central Asian Flyway, that cover areas between Arctic and Indian Ocean. Some of these species are migratory. Now, what is a migratory species? So, a species or a lower taxon of wild animals of which the entire population migrates, or any geographically separate population, part of that population, it cyclically or predictably cross one nation or other jurisdiction boundaries. So the term cyclically here, it relates to the cycle of nature, like some migrate in summer season, some migrate in winter season, life of climate and frequency, etc. So this is cyclical. Predictability means it implies that a phenomenon can be anticipated. If certain range of temperature increases from a specific point, then they can migrate. These are predictable. So these two are things, cyclical and predictably. What is this Central Asian Flyway? So it is a major migratory route for birds. It covers approximately 30 countries from the Arctic Ocean, North Pole, to the Indian Ocean and vice versa. Indian subcontinent is a part of this Central Asian Flyway with at least 279 populations of 182 migratory water birds are here. Water bird species, including 29 globally threatened species, can be found in our country. It is a home to more than 400 species of the migratory birds, including threatened species and endangered species such as Siberian crane and lesser white-fronted goose. So this is the Central Asian Flyway. This is the flyway range, and these are some of the main migration routes of the birds. So this is it, from Indian Ocean to the Arctic. Now let's discuss our today's prelims practice question. Which of the following convention deals with the disposal and transboundary movement of hazardous waste? Rotterdam, Bonn, Basel, Aarhus Convention. You should know difference between these all conventions. After this video, go through these. Then carbon border adjustment mechanism is proposed by G7, G20, European Union or the East Asia Forum. So this was all about today's video and session. Thank you. Have a nice day and stay tuned with ANALYST IAS for a better preparation.